Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. Today I'm going to beat the Olight flash sale drum. Stay with me folks, don't abandon ship. It's not a trap. Olight feels that during the pandemic everyone needs to be armed with flashlights, so it's time for another flashlight sale. Like last time, this sale is in coordination with some different producers on the Full30.com forum page. They asked us to help them out to gain Full30.com some street cred with vendors. So if you don't particularly like Olight, at least consider checking out the Full30.com forum page. So our flashlights today are the I5T EOS in Desert Tan and our PL Mini Valkyrie 2 in Gunmetal Gray. The Down and Dirty on the i5, this is a AA battery powered 300 lumen flashlight with a 60 meter throw and a 2-hour runtime. Now the 2-hour runtime is provided that after about 25 minutes you get 50% of that brightness, and then thereafter up to the over 2.5 hour runtime you get 10% of that. The default mode is low powered, so these are a little learning curve compared to normal click on and click off. So when you soft press you have low, and if you release the cap without fully releasing and then press it again, you're going to get much brighter. You can get the full output. Then you can click it on thereafter. The default mode every time is always low output, and like I said, it'll take some getting used to, but you soft press, release, and then press again and then click on for full brightness. From initial use, to me this would be a very good EDC flashlight or your junk drawer flashlight to replace those $10 junk LED flashlights that I typically buy from the store that take the 3 AAA batteries in the little plastic housing. The PL Mini Valkyrie 2 here is a very tiny, so tiny, 600 lumen weapon light. Like the PL2, it uses the quick detach latch for easy on and off, but there is an added feature that the Mini 2 has an additional rail on the actual light itself, and the quick detach separates, so you can adjust the length or position, I should say, of the light on your rail when you mount it on your gun, so you can move it closer to or farther away from your trigger guard. For instance, on our Glock 19 right here, you could leave it right here, or you could push it back here and have those switches really close to your trigger guard for activation on or off. The light is pretty stable there. It is most stable on this mount when it is, you know, about halfway between on those teeth there. But you still have good activation. I have pretty short fingers. Here is the Mini 2 mounted on our Springfield Hellcat. I'll mention a little later on in the video the best way to get this to fit on there. As you see, I don't have it latched down because it doesn't click all the way on with the Glock locking lug. The switches on the Mini 2 are actuated by rocking down. If you press and hold is momentary function, and if you press and release it is on. There is no strobe function. The locking lugs are like the PL2, are made from metal and held down by 2 hex screws. There is the 1913 Picatinny rail version and the Glock version. Like I said, I attempted to run the Glock lug on the Hellcat here, but the cut in the frame on the Hellcat is just a little too shallow to run this. But I found out from a quick search online, a lot of people are either sanding down one of their lugs for Glock, or they just run the screws without the lug in there, and it seems to be holding just fine. Hey, wait a minute! What battery size does it take? It doesn't have a changeable battery. Where's the battery door? That's right. The Mini has a sealed rechargeable battery and uses Olight's little fancy standard magnetic USB disc charger thingamabobber that you slap on the bottom there. You plug this into any USB outlet. I actually like this charging method over, say, micro USB or even USB-C, because over time the ports tend to wear out. So with this little magnetic disc, there's a lot less wear and tear on the charging port. On the left side of the light here is a little LED that will illuminate red when it's time to charge it. Our PL2 Mini weighs 72 grams compared to the full-size Valkyrie that weighs 116 grams, so it's definitely quite a bit lighter for smaller guns. As always, I'll throw up some pictures and pictures of how these lights shine on my neighbor's trees. I'm sure they love me at 10:30 at night. Here's our I5T on low setting, straight ahead. Fence line is about 35-40 feet. We'll pan to the top of the tree there, pan down, and then now we'll go to full brightness. You can see my water sprayer that my kid left out there. You should be able to see the fence row a little better, and pan to the top of the tree, which you should be able to see a little better detail there. Here is the Mini, 600 lumens, really bright. There's our fence row, pretty good spread there. And up to the top of our trees. My dog's wondering what we're doing out here. Here is our full-size Valkyrie, 1000 lumens, much more intense beam pattern. And my dog, top of the tree. You can tell that this one would throw light quite a ways further than the Mini. I wanted to torture the Mini Valkyrie a little more this time, so I threw it up in the air on the ground and whatnot, as normally anybody would do for drop testing, but I threw this guy in our
Thermotron
environmental chamber at work, and I set the temperature to negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right, negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I did this in the past with other lights and found out that about negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit is the limit for lithium batteries, and then the light stops functioning. After warming back up, the light came back on to full brightness, and we're good to go. So if you're on your Arctic tactical patrol, don't expect your light to work for very long. As with these flash sales, sometimes very little notice is given. If your computer is tracking you very well and you don't block ads, I'm sure you've already seen advance notice of Olight's sale, and that sale is going to be Friday. I'll throw up a list of the deals that they have, but this particular deal that I have here is the PL2 Mini and the I5T that I have here, like I said, in gunmetal gray and desert tan, both limited edition bundle, for $75 only. As always, I'll put the affiliate link in the description below, or perhaps in the comments depending on where you're watching this video at. That affiliate link is a tracking link for Full30.com to receive credit for any sales that I help push their way. In full disclosure, both of these flashlights were sent to me for this video with no strings attached to perform the video in any way I felt necessary. As always, thank you for watching, thank you to Olight, and until next time, catch you at the range. As last time, this is another coordinated effort.
Interesting pronunciation.
Damn it.
It's a coordinated effort.
We'll try this one more time.